Hey, so I thought I'd give you guys some value on a Saturday, show you something I've been utilizing in our darkroom at Definition Industries. And so a lot of you are not necessarily on a vacuum exposure unit, and that's okay. You know, most of us probably are using a hardtop or something to provide pressure over a block of foam. So if you're doing that, that's great. No problem with that. But what you'll notice sometimes is that if you're trying to get like really nice like halftone dots or anything just very tiny, if you're struggling with it, a lot of times maybe the piece of foam. For instance, take a look at this block. Looks all smooth, but we have a couple of gnawed out points, and not sure why that happened, but it did, so whatever. So when I came back, I went ahead and replaced it with a thicker block of foam. So this is 2-inch, this is 3-inch. 3-inch foam is going to give you a better volume of pressure down once the lid is locked down. So the other piece of this that I wanted to share with you, if you're on a hard style lid unit, is because of the relatively porous nature of foam, you may struggle with some really tiny halftone dots in that like 5% range. So the nice easy fix for that is to pick up some type of hyper dense foam that doesn't have very many pores, but it's flexible and has some squish to it. So if you'll just bear with me here for a second, let's say this is going to be your design. You've got some halftone dots. What I would encourage you to do is, what I'd encourage you to do is, get that aligned however you're going to normally align that. You'll use some type of a registration template, I'm sure. But once you get that where it's going to be, lay your foam down, your flexible, small, super dense foam down, no pores, so that once everything gets laid all together, the volume of pressure generated, check that out, ton of pressure. The volume of pressure that gets generated by it being clamped is going to be huge. So that's going to aid in your halftone dots. But not only that, you're not going to have to worry about any tiny halftone dots sinking into the foam or light kind of traveling around and funneling around those halftone dots, because you're going to get good pressure here. This is sort of emulating what happens on a vacuum exposure unit. We have a very dense piece of loose fabric that we're going to adhere to here, and it's just going to make for a better halftone dot. Trust me. These little sheets, really inexpensive. I got these at Hobby Lobby. Look, boom, 89 cents. Okay, not very glamorous, but again, if you're not exposing under just super perfect settings, maybe you don't have a vacuum unit, this is just one easy way to increase the quality of your halftone dots. Anyway, give it a try and let me know what you think.